Woo! Modern Warfare 3 Season 4 Reloaded is only a couple hours away, and in this video we're going over all of the new DLC weapons, maps, as well as weapon balance coming to the next major update. If you guys want to stay up to date with any and all news, updates, best class setups, as well as a settings update, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and those notifications to stay up to date. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about the new DLC weapons, because that's what's going to be most important within the seasonal updates. Now, we are getting a fan favorite weapon coming within Season 4 Reloaded, and it is going to be a shotgun. We have not gotten a DLC weapon in the shotgun category in a very long time, and the Spaz 12 is making a return. It's called the Reclaimer 18 here in Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, they can't call it the Spaz 12 anymore due to copyright issues, but this is what that gun is going to be. It's a tactical shotgun that can be fired in both pump action and semi-auto modes. Pump action provides superior range, while semi-auto increases fire rate. So there's going to be a different variation of the Spaz 12 that we've seen in previous Call of Duties, because in prior CODs you could not toggle the fire rate with this shotgun. It was just strictly fully automatic. Actually, thinking about it right now, no, in Modern Warfare 2 the Spaz 12 was pump action. In Black Ops, original Black Ops, it was full auto. So that's actually pretty interesting here. This is actually pretty cool. So we're going to be able to kind of relive the best of both worlds, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. I think they did that because, you know, Black Ops 6 is on the horizon, so they wanted to go ahead and kind of mix some things in. But we can have essentially two variations of the same shotgun, which I think is a massive W. Now, for me personally, I think I'm gonna be using this weapon in the pump action mode at first, just because the shotguns that have longer range typically are what I'm drawn to, and you're gonna be able to get a one-shot, at least I hope, a one-shot kill a lot easier with the Spaz 12, aka the Reclaimer. So I think I'm gonna be sticking with the pump action as far as my standard class setup, but I will be making a best semi-automatic class setup for the Reclaimer 18 if, you know, it's actually viable. Now, I could be completely wrong. This could be better in semi-auto mode versus the pump action, but we're gonna find out. Supporting two firing modes, the Reclaimer 18 give operators the ability to customize their shotgun experience with the flip of a switch. For precision fights, use pump action to eliminate enemies from further out. When you need to clear out a group, switch to semi-auto and let loose in close quarters. So obviously that's what we're going to be doing with the shotgun, but we're going to have to fine-tune class setups, which I'm going to be able to provide for you guys, no issue. So definitely stay on the lookout for a best Reclaimer 18 class setup right after the update does go live. Now, the second DLC weapon we're getting within the Season 4 Reloaded update is actually a melee weapon, and it's going to be called the Sledgehammer. Now, for me personally, I don't really care too much about melee weapons. I like to call them the gimmick weapons. They have to bring in, you know, stuff like this to satisfy that niche that likes to go around and melee players. But this Sledgehammer is pretty interesting here. Now, smash the competition into the dirt with the Sledgehammer melee weapon. But here's where things get pretty cool here. Bash the competition with this melee slugger sporting a 20-pound carbon steel head with an assortment of moves. So you're gonna be able to swing it in different ways. That kind of sounded weird. Oh my gosh. Including swings, an overhead attack, and a pull butt. Inspect the weapon in game for a closer look at its lethal properties, then get back to clobbering. Okay, so this is very, very interesting what they're doing with the Sledgehammer here in Season 4 Reloaded. I might have to go ahead and test this out just to see exactly what they mean by the different swings. Okay, let me just stop right there. But I think this is definitely gonna be interesting. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the melee weapon here, the Sledgehammer. And also let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the Reclaimer 18, aka the Spaz 12. Obviously, I'm gonna be rocking with that Spaz 12 because I'm really curious to see how the pump action versus the semi-automatic mode is going to be viable here in both multiplayer as well as Warzone. Now let's go ahead and talk about the new DLC maps we're getting within the Season 4 Reloaded update, because they look quite interesting. We're getting a new 6v6 maps as well as some new map variants that are gonna be changing the way we literally play the game. Now, the first core 6v6 map we're getting is gonna be called Incline. I'm putting a screenshot of what this looks like so you guys take a look at it. It's gonna be a small size map, which is obviously gonna be a massive W. They're thinking great this season. They're not bringing in any big maps. It's gonna be a winter-ish kind of style map here. It's gonna be centered around a research facility. And overall, I do believe this is gonna be one of the better maps that we have here in Modern Warfare 3. They typically have been knocking it out the park with the DLC maps because they're all, for the most part, very, very solid, I'm gonna say, especially after the kill streak update, allowing us to cycle streaks to get the DNA bomb, which did replace the MW nuke, which for me personally, I am not missing the nuke whatsoever. The DNA bomb was a massive W, and I'm praying they do not go ahead and make any changes, because overall, I think gameplay has significantly improved after Season 4. But let me know what you guys think about the new 6v6 map Incline. I am really excited to go ahead and play this because it is going to be a small size map. Now, we are going to be getting a new playlist modifier here, which is going to be pretty much, I guess, like bit variations. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm going to put a screenshot on the screen right now to take a look at. We're getting Bit Villa, which is going to be favela, but just like bits. So quite literally Bit Villa. Pretty cool. It's going to be obviously the medium-sized map. This is going to be favela, just, I guess, bit style. So definitely interesting. It might get irritating if you have sensitive eyes. I have sensitive eyes, so I don't know how many times I'm going to be playing on this map. Hopefully it is easy on the eyes, because if it's something that's going to be straining, you know, my eyesight, obviously I'm not going to be playing it, but it does look pretty interesting. Now, we are also getting another map, which is going to be called Das Gross, and it's essentially going to be Das Haus, but just a new variant. I'm going to go ahead and put a screenshot of what this is going to be looking like. Pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, this looks a lot easier on the eyes than Bit Villa, but again, it is going to be a reddish style map. I say reddish style, a dark red kind of hue to it. Those colors kind of mess with me, so I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be playing on this too often. It could be, you know, amazing. It might not be as bad as I think, but I don't know. I'm kind of starting to get strained looking at it right now. So we have Das Gross, and finally we are getting another just variation of map, which is going to be called Get Higher, which is going to be pretty interesting. I'm putting a screenshot of what this is going to be looking like on screen. They are going crazy with these map variations this year, guys. I mean, they've done a lot of things. They put plants on maps. Now they're doing, you know, the bit style maps. You know, they're doing a lot of crazy things. Overall, I'm not going to hate on it whatsoever. It's cool, but hopefully it's playable. Finally, we are going to be talking about weapon balance for the new Season 4 Reloaded update. There are quite a few weapons that I personally believe are going to be on the chopping block. Now, we're going to talk about buffs first, and then we're going to talk about some of the weapons that I think might get nerfed. Now, I don't want these weapons to get nerfed. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate that. I do not want these weapons to get nerfed, but I do believe they might get some adjustments. I think they're going to buff the MCW as well as the Holger 556, kind of go ahead and give them, I guess, their former glory back. The MCW is still a solid assault rifle, but it is nowhere near as good as it was when the game first came out. Same with the Holger 556, so I do believe those two assault rifles are going to be getting buffs within this season. Now, as far as the nerfs go, I hate to say it, but I do believe they might adjust the Super E46, just because it is arguably one of the best guns, if not the best gun in the game right now. It's a submachine gun that has a max mobility class setup. It has a max damage class setup. I mean, you can do a lot of things with the Supri and essentially turn it into the best running gun weapon and also arguably the best long range weapon in the game. And that kind of screams a balance issue. Again, if they don't nerf it, I ain't gonna complain whatsoever. I think they should just buff all the other guns that aren't performing up to snuff. But I would not be surprised if the Supri did get hit. Now, they are going to be nerfing the Kar 98K. That is a given. I know that for a fact. They are most likely going to be going ahead and slowing down the aim down sight speed, as well as the sprint to fire speed, and slowing down how fast you can rechamber rounds, because the weapon is the best sniper rifle in the game, and it's not even classified as a sniper rifle. So that's that. I think the XRK Stalker is going to be the best bolt action weapon in the game, next to the Moors, even though the Moors technically isn't a bolt action weapon. But I think those are going to be, you know, top meta after the Kar 98K nerf. But you never know. It still could be rock solid. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of the buffs and nerfs, as well as the content coming within season 4. Remember, this is dropping within the next couple of hours. So if you guys are excited, feel free. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. I will have a patch notes video going up when the official patch notes goes live, as well as best class setups on the new Reclaimer 18 and a top 5. So stay tuned. I got you guys covered.